and I were now entering Finland. We were sad to be leaving Norway, but I was very excited to find Santa, and John, as usual, couldn't wait to check out the trees. We were also now one step closer to Russia, or so we thought until I realised I'd forgotten a very important document. Anyway, more of that later. Welcome to Finland. Actually amazing. Hello.
Is he squaring up to you?
Huh?
I think he's squaring up to you.
Is he?
Yeah.
Feeling a little guilty having tucked into reindeer heart for dinner the night before, it was a relief to see that there were still plenty of reindeer left roaming around Finland as we headed straight to Santa Park. I was extremely happy when I didn't have to fight my way to the front of the queue, and despite it being June, we still fully immersed ourselves into the festive spirit. Where's Santa?
He's up the road. The other place it was closed. He's
Why has he got like 5 houses?
He doesn't. He's just moving between them.
He has one. He's killed his reindeer.
No, he hasn't.
It's dead.
Is that Santa?
I don't know, it's a little bit weird.
God, looks out of it. What, mate? Oh, the kids' drawings. Yes. Another horrible dummy.
Santa.
Is he there?
Yeah.
No, he's not, is he?
I found Santa.
I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Oh. Alright, I'll turn it off. Might try and do a sneaky one. That's what he looks. Here he is, that's him.
There he is. You've got him.
Not in focus. Oh God, that guy's in the way.
Chuffed to have seen Santa, but too tight to pay for a photo, we rode on to find a camping spot at Ranua Zoo. We met 2 brothers from Cardiff, Matt and Chris, who were riding pretty cool motorbikes, and we hung out with them for a few hours before turning in for the night. The next day, as we rode past forest after forest, Budley ran out of fuel. Luckily, John had topped up his reserve bag of fuel to fill up his tank. Half of it ended up on the floor, but it was enough to get us to our accommodation for the night at Hotel Kalevala. We parked up just in time, as the most incredible storm passed over the lake, which we admired from the hotel grounds. Unfortunately, we didn't take much footage on this part of the trip. Perhaps the excitement of edging our way closer to Russia took over, that we then blasted our way to Rajafara to try and find Stone Kumakivi, that online seemed to show up as a tourist attraction. After hours of searching for this big stone, we pulled into a lay-by to recheck the maps. We bumped into some very friendly Russians who were on their way to Norcap, but they also had no idea which direction to point us in, so we changed our plan and instead headed straight to Imatra to cross into Russia. On arrival at the border, I discovered my photocopied V5 wouldn't be good enough, and we were refused entry. I felt absolutely gutted and so guilty for not only putting a stop to my trip, but to John's too. I called my dad, luckily I'd given him a key to my place back in England, and asked if he could find my original V5 and post it straight to Imatra. We rode back into town, hunting for somewhere to stay, when we bumped into Inna, owner of Vintage Machine Garage. Yes, what a cool dude. He welcomed us in, let us wash our motorbikes, and we crashed over in the clubhouse guest room, listening to Ozric Tentacles, drinking beer, and generally getting into the Sons of Anarchy vibe. Inna then kindly showed us around the town the following day, from the dam and rapids, River Vuoksi and Lake Samma, to abandoned hospitals. I then had a go on one of the club members' Buell motorbikes, which was very fun, and then Inna took us for a drive, showing us the Imatra racetrack. Afterwards, we visited the memorial stones of both John Jock Taylor, the Flying Scotsman, a sidecar racer, and Fernand Walter Cottle, an English motorcycle racer, both whom sadly died as a result of motorcycle incidents on this track. After 5 days, my V5 arrived. We said our farewells and Monster was signed by our new friends. We loaded up our bikes and John decided to leave his top box with Inna after finding it too lumbersome and bulky when riding through the strong Finnish wind on the way down. So far, we'd overcome faulty walkie-talkies, a broken mirror, a snapped throttle cable, an ear infection, camping next to a rancid long drop in freezing conditions, and a forgotten V5. But what would be in store for us in Russia? Until next time.